The key turned so smoothly she didn't even pause at the threshold. Barbara Whitaker, president of Desert Vista Estates HOA, Las Vegas suburbs, stepped into Ryan Kessler's living room like she was checking her own fridge. Clipboard out, heels clicking on the tile, pastel blazer buttoned tight enough to choke common sense. Ryan was on the couch with his laptop, mid-sip of coffee, when their eyes met. She didn't flinch. She smiled the smile of someone who believed the rules bent for her. "Morning, Mr. Kessler. Just a quick interior compliance check. Anonymous tip about unapproved modifications. Section 4.2 of the covenants, you know." Ryan set the mug down slowly. "You used a master key. On a Tuesday. While I was home." Barbara's pen tapped once, sharp, official. "The board has authority when property values are at stake." One rogue home office, and suddenly the whole street looks messy. She said messy the way preachers say sin. He didn't raise his voice. He just pointed at the tiny black dome camera above the front door, its red light blinking like a heartbeat. "Smile. You're live." That was the first crack in her armor. But Barbara Whitaker didn't retreat. She doubled down. 2 days later the violation notice arrived, $7.54, unauthorized interior color palette visible through front windows. Ryan's walls were soft gray. The covenant said nothing about interior paint. He photographed the letter, time-stamped it, and waited. The neighborhood chat lit up next. "Heard Ryan's being difficult," one post read. "Barb says some people just don't understand community standards. Subtle. Poisonous. The kind of whisper campaign that makes you check your own mailbox twice." Ryan kept silent, but his cameras didn't. On Thursday the footage showed Barbara letting herself in again at 2:17 p.m., humming, opening drawers, photographing his desk calendar, even adjusting a framed photo so it faced the right way. She left a faint trace of her perfume, something expensive and floral that now felt like evidence. Friday she was back. Saturday too. 4 times in 11 days. Each visit longer, bolder. On the 4th she was on her phone. He's new here. They always fold once the fines stack up. Clear as day on the 4K feed. Ryan still said nothing. He just built the file, timestamps, stills, audio clips, chain of custody notes. Every keystroke was calm, surgical. Because rage is loud. Evidence is patient. Then came the muscle. 2 men in fake tactical vests, Desert Vista compliance officers, knocked like they owned the porch. Sunglasses indoors. One tried the handle, while the other blocked the camera. "Mrs. Whitaker sent us. Open up, or we note refusal." Ryan spoke through the chained door, voice level. "You're demanding entry without a warrant or court order? HOA rules are the law here," the tall one sneered. "Quote the exact clause that says you can break into homes." They couldn't. They left red-faced, but not before the exterior camera caught the tall one muttering. "Barb said push if he stalls." Ryan added it to the folder. Now it wasn't just trespass. It was conspiracy. The emergency HOA meeting was called for that same Saturday night, to address recent misunderstandings. Barbara took the stage in the community center like a queen addressing peasants. Perfect hair, perfect posture, perfect script. "Some residents are spreading harmful rumors instead of following proper channels," she began, voice honeyed. "Our board has only ever acted to protect everyone's investment. Routine inspections are normal. Anyone who escalates this outside the community is damaging us all." The room murmured agreement, until Ryan's phone started ringing on the back table. Loud. Unignorable. The screen lit up. Clark County Sheriff's Office, property crimes. Every head turned. Barbara kept talking, voice cracking just a hair. "This is exactly the kind of theatrics." The phone kept ringing. Someone whispered, "That's not a spam call." Voicemail alert. Then a banner. Property Crimes Division, new voicemail. The room froze. Barbara's face went the color of cheap drywall. "This meeting is about facts, not stunts." A woman in row 3 stood up. "Estelle from 2 streets over." Voice small but steady. "She was in my house too. I have photos of my back door latch moved. My spice rack rearranged. I thought I was losing my mind until I saw Ryan's camera footage tonight." A man next. "She measured my shutters while I was at work. Left a $300 fine on my windshield like a parking ticket." Another voice, then another. 5 neighbors in under 2 minutes. All with the same story. Master key, no notice, things slightly off. One woman even had video of Barbara's car parked at the end of her block 3 separate times. Barbara's clipboard trembled. "These are private compliance matters." The side door opened. Two sheriff's deputies stepped in quietly. Not dramatic. Just present. One nodded at Ryan. The other looked straight at Barbara. "Mrs. Whitaker? We'd like a word outside." The silence that followed was so complete you could hear the desert wind rattling the palm trees outside. Barbara tried one last line as they walked her out. "I was only doing my job." Ryan finally spoke from the back, loud enough for every phone recording to catch it. "No, Barb. You were doing your power trip. And the trip just ended." 3 weeks later the indictments dropped. Multiple counts of criminal trespass, burglary by information gathering, conspiracy. The master key log mysteriously vanished, until the management company admitted under subpoena that Barbara had signed it out 8 months earlier and never returned it. Selective enforcement complaints poured in. The entire board was dissolved in a special vote. New covenants were rewritten with actual teeth against abuse. Barbara resigned for health reasons, the same day her mugshot hit the local news. The pearls stayed on for the photo, of course. Couldn't let the standards slip. Ryan sat on his porch that evening, watching the sun bleed orange over the desert mountains. The same porch where those fake officers once stood. A neighbor waved, genuine this time. No clipboard in sight. The house was quiet again. Not because the rules were gone, but because for once the rules finally applied to the people writing them. True or false? The real threat to community standards isn't the guy painting his walls gray, it's the woman who needs a key to everyone else's life to feel important. What do you think? Did Barbara get the karma she deserved, or was the whole system just waiting for the right camera to turn on? Drop your verdict below.